There is a Commodore 64 game that I also found while searching for the Bismarck game that's called Dreadnoughts, and we might try that one at this stage. So let's get a bit different view and bring up Dreadnoughts. Let's see if we can get it on the screen. There, yes. So this, as it turns out, is also by the Avalon Hill game company, and it's also set in the North Atlantic in World War II. So it seems to be quite a similar setting, but it's from 1984 this time around. And De Plombe par Rotgrube is probably the name of the cracker of this in December 1985. And you can even save your game in this one, so it seems to be a bit more advanced. Select a key, D, L or B. So we'll go with D then, I guess. D for Dreadnoughts. Program now being selected. Okay, here we go. Got some nice graphics. And we are the Bismarck once again, apparently. You're the task force commander for Exercise Rhine. Your force consists of the heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen and the fast battleship Bismarck. You have been ordered by the German High Command to break out from your base in Bergen, Norway, into the Atlantic and attack any Allied shipping that you can intercept. The Bismarck is the most modern and powerful battleship afloat, but she will be up against the entire British fleet. The last line has been cast off, and the coast of Norway is slowly fading astern. Now you have the chance to change history and perhaps the outcome of World War II. Well, let's hope not, because, you know, we were on the bad side here, so one should hope that the Nazis don't win the World War II. Once again, this is a simulation. And not a wish to change the World War II. Good luck, Admiral. Well, here we go. Let's see. You may turn your disk drive off if you like. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that information. Hit any key when ready. Okay, so it's 2000 hours, and once again it's the 21st of May, and we have foggy weather, low visibility, up to 3 nautical miles, I guess that's what NM stands for. We have 0 contacts, and speed and fuel seems to be the same thing. So what is our order? Is it asking for it now? I guess it is. Well, I don't know. This seems like a good thing. 270 is our heading, so order. Yeah, just go on. Q is for quit, so do you wish to quit? No, I actually don't wish to quit. I was just searching for buttons to press. And thinking about it, we are so lucky we stopped the Cuban crisis. Yeah, and there was some other... Or was it actually during the Cuban Missile Crisis when there was this submarine like incident where some sort of Soviet submarine lost contact with the base, and actually the orders dictated that at that time you're supposed to launch the missiles or something like that, but there was a submarine captain that refused this and thus prevented us from all dying in nuclear hellfire or something like that. It's a real story. I think it might have been during the Cuban Missile Crisis. But in any case, let's try other. Okay, so E. E stands for, I don't know what it stands for, but we get some sort of analysis on if we pick different speeds, then we get different mileages, different fuel consumptions, I guess. We have 4 different ports. Bergen in Norway, Brest, Naziere, good for Nazis, I guess, and Ferrol. And we get the courses for each of these bases, I guess, so that's a good thing. We know where to head if we need to get back to base. Okay, so that was E. So R just seems to draw the map again. T, I, O, P, A. Okay, A is actually launching a float plane, Arado 196. It seems like some sort of scout that we can fly out, so we can find new ships to sink. But the float plane misses its recovery. Do I wish to break radio silence to give it our coordinates? Doesn't sound like such a wise thing to do, but I don't know. We can try. So we recovered the float plane, but now potentially the enemy knows where we are, I guess. What is this then? Order. Is this what the plane saw? Okay, S is speed. So we can change speed to like 26 knots. Okay, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Maybe the plane didn't see anything. Maybe that's what it means. Speed, yeah. DF. Okay, this is F. I'm not sure what that means. Bismarck spotted flying boat. We find a boat that's flying. Well, that's odd. That's quite peculiar. I guess that means some sort of an airplane, like an airplane that can land on the sea or something like that. Order. Can we kill it? Can we shoot at it? I'm not sure what the order could be. Also, the hunt for the Red October is supposed to be a real story, with a Russian submarine captain defecting to the United States with his new stealth sub. Is there something that's like an actual thing behind it? Or is it completely fictional? I don't know. I used to love the movie though, with Sean Connery and that other guy. Had some good soundtrack and suspense. Yeah, it might have been a seaplane, but I guess we can't shoot it down. So C stands for course. So is that different from heading, or is that this game's heading? I guess this is the heading. So we can give it a heading of 210. Yeah. Okay. N M, because the submarine it's based on is an actual thing. Like they used to have during the Cold War, they had those like huge nuclear submarines. I watched this documentary about them, and they actually had like they made a point to show off how big they were, so that they even had like an indoor swimming pool inside the submarine. then that's quite a thing to have. When you think of submarines, you think of very cramped spaces, but those things were gigantic. But I'm not sure if this game is like actually advancing now. It's now 2100 hours, so only 1 hour have passed, I guess. Okay, and Q was still quit. Save this game. No. Do you wish to quit? No. I'm pressing R now. I'm not sure if is this like real time or not. And wait, we left Bergen, which is in Norway, so I think that it's like that tiny green dot there that gets drawn separately. I think that's our course. They could have used a different color for our course, though. That would have been a lot better. But like, I don't know how to move the time forward. Is the time passing? Because nothing seems to be happening here. Speed. Go full speed. 30 knots. Like it just keeps adding. Okay. Is that doing something? This is kind of cryptic now. Okay, now I did something wrong, I guess. Okay, but now it's 2200 hours. So maybe pressing F is like forward. Okay, because now we see that our course has moved forward. We see the line getting bigger. So maybe we need to hit F whenever we're done giving orders, and then it simulates the next round. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, because now it's a bit larger, the course marker line there. That just looks like, or actually I don't hit. If I stay here and don't press anything, I can just look at this going forward. Okay. And then when I'm ready to give the next order, I can press something. Right, so we might want to avoid hitting the British Isles there. So we can give order, come to a what the heck? Course. Come to a heading of 270. Okay, now we're getting the hang of it. Maybe. So F. And there we go. Oh shit, now we get something. What is that? Radar? Or a sonar? Or Contacts 1. Bismarck spotted. Did we spot our own vessel? It looks like there's like 2 C's and 1 B, so is that like 2 contacts maybe? So what can I order now? WE. Yeah, this is just the endurance calculation. R just gives us this one. T. A send out the goddamn float plane again, and it misses recovery. Well, no, we don't want to give our coordinates. Float plane lost. Float planes remaining 3. Prince Eugen float planes remaining 3. Right, so we lost 1 plane because they couldn't find their way back home for some reason. They don't teach these things at the German Naval Academy apparently, because every one of our planes has thus far missed its target. But like, well, I'm not sure what to do here, so I guess I'll just put F again. And shows that that's our location, yeah. But now nothing's happening. It's not, now it's just drawing the radar screen again. Okay, but now it's different. There's a D in there as well. Is that a destroyer maybe? T for torpedo? No. C for fire cannon? No, that's course still. And yeah, we'll keep that course. X, Z, V. V gives us this visual representation, I guess. That's very slow to draw. BN. What the heck? Please reinsert main game disk in disk drive and turn disk drive on. Hit any key when ready. Mitähän nappia mä nyt painoin? Loading battle routines. You may turn your disk drive off. What the heck did I do? Did I restart this simulation? Is N like a new game maybe? Hit any key when ready. No. No, no. We get something different entirely. Is this like a short-range combat scene here or something? Because now we have the B and an E. The E must be the Prince Eugen, our companion vessel. And I guess that number 1 is then the contact. So can we now maybe order... Okay, there's different commands now. M for maneuver, P primary target. E on instructions. So our primary target is number 1, right? Yes, it's flot numero 6. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it, maybe. So M, let's maneuver Let's set a course for... It says the course for... No, that's his course. So it's moving that way. Okay? So let us set a course for 150. And Dimsomniac says, hi there. So now we've given some orders. Do we like... To maneuver a ship, enter the desired number and type of movement factors. Each movement factor represents 800 yards and takes 6 knots. Okay, so now it doesn't take headings anymore. Now we need to execute some sort of complex maneuvers. The name of this game is Dreadnoughts, and it's for the Commodore 64. And it's by the Avalon Hill game company from 1984, I think it was. And it's the second Bismarck themed game we're trying out tonight. But now we're faced with a very complex system of maneuvering. Move number of MF forward. What is MF? Motherfucker. 45 degrees to the left. Movement factor is MF, yeah. Cox RR1 would move a ship 600 yards. But we need to give it like these kind of commands. Oh god. This is getting quite complicated. So the number is forward, okay? And then there's this right and left, okay? I can get that, but which way is forward? So maneuver, and I put 2 here, just 2, so that would be 2 forward. So we'll see which way is forward, and then we hit N and we go to the next ship, and now we're in command of the Prince Eugen. Okay, so here we maneuver. You can maneuver to the left and then 2 forward. And then we go next. Huh? Okay, Bismarck main gun firing phase. Our target is out of visual range. So I guess that means we can't shoot at it, or we'll just shoot in some random direction and hope for the best. So we need to get closer, I think, but I don't think... Did the Bismarck actually move anywhere? Or is it still executing that maneuver? I don't know. We'll go with N and N again. This feels like driving a boat. Well, that's what we're doing, except it's not a boat. It's the largest battleship ever constructed or something like that. The pride of the German Navy. But we're not very good at it at this point. Reinsert main game disk. I think the ship lost us. Maybe it's like escaped our wrath. No? German battleship Bismarck. So these are our gun turrets. Did one of them fire maybe? No? Okay, we're back here, so we lost the ship, I think. But maybe we can go on the hunt. Maybe we can order to set a course that comes to 135 degrees. And then we needed to press F. So let's see if we can spot that ship again. We could send out another one of those aeroplanes, but like they don't seem to be very good at returning. Okay, so we have found something. Imagine doing this in the actual way you're supposed to. Like you'd be constantly switching out floppy disks or something like that. And just the constant waiting. Okay, so now we have 1 is a radar contact and 2 is the Galatea. Okay then. I'm not sure what the Galatea is, but it could be some sort of military vessel as well. Can we get that a bit larger maybe? So our primary target would have to be the Galatea. So that is number 2. And our secondary target would have to be the unknown radar contact. And then we'll give orders for it says our course there. So our course is 135 degrees as we ordered. So now we'll have to like execute a maneuver that brings us full 180. So is that like 2 left turns and then forward? Let's see. And then we go to the next ship, which is Prince Eugen, also on the same course. So that gets 2 right. Wait. Maneuver. 2 right turns and then 2 forward. I think that should be it. Maybe. Let's see where they end up. And the radar contact is escaping once again, but maybe we can get this Galatea ship, whatever it is, No, it's also escaping, it looks like. Galatea is out of visual range still. It's 18,000 yards away. But apparently they can shoot at us, even though we can't see them. They have a 4-inch secondary gun. Rounds left, number of firing. There's a lot of detail in this simulation, but I'm not sure if it's actually attacking us. I think it's just running. The Bismarck's course is now 45 degrees. So it's going in completely the wrong direction. Executes another left turn, maybe. And the Prince Eugen has a course of 225 degrees, which isn't that far off, so I guess you can go 2 forward then. Maneuver 2 forward. And go. So the Prince Eugen is heading in the the right direction, and the Bismarck didn't move at all because we just ordered it to turn. And it's out of visual range, probably because we're facing in the wrong direction, maybe. But now we lost the Galatea, or maybe it is now just a radar contact because we can't see it. So maybe number 1 is Galatea, and we're losing it fast because we're moving at a very slow pace. It looks like speed is just 6 knots. And we change the speed, maybe. No, that just changes the secondary target. So our course now is 0. So we need to keep turning. Turn left, left, and 2. Okay, now we're going in the right direction in any case. And then Prince Eugen. I don't know, go forward for 4 times. Can you do that? And once again our prey eludes us. Yeah, it's out of visual range, we know that. And now we don't see it at all. But we still haven't lost it. It's still there on radar, so let's continue the chase. Now if Bismarck has a course of 270, it should execute one more left turn and then go forward. Right. Exactly where I wanted to go. Finally, and then course is 225, that's also right. So now we just order Prince Eugen to maneuver 4 times forward and go. Okay, so now we're giving chase. This actually makes some sense now. But we're still out of range. Okay, we have our second radar contact there as well. So just go on. Full speed ahead. I hope the ships can't hit each other. That would be kind of... what's the word? Embarrassing. Okay, but now radar contact 1 is actually approaching us, I think. So maybe that's some sort of attack vessel. Because this other one seems to be just evading. I'm not sure if I can change the speed in this screen. In the other screen, I think we had like 30 knots at least. But now it just seems to be like picking a speed of its own that's like 24 now. So... Can we like get that ship, or is it too fast for us? We just keep chasing it. It moves 1 block, we move 1 block, and it's out of visual range. So I don't know, maybe... unless we figure out a way to somehow boost our speed, we're not ever gonna reach our destination. Maybe we should turn and attack number 1. Let's put number 1 as our primary target. And number 2 is our secondary target. Because you can see here, these are like our commands. And it doesn't say anything about speed here. And when you get to instructions, it also doesn't say much about speed, but it does say something about knots. A 30 kiloton ship could use up to 5. Okay, so we actually we can use 5 movement factors per command. So maybe if we put 5 in there as a maneuver, then we'll move faster, maybe. Let's try that. Maneuver 5. And go. Well, I'm not sure. Maneuver 5 and go. You don't appear to be gaining. But now our speed is 30 knots, so I think we're now at full speed. Full speed ahead, but it's not enough. So number 1 is approaching, so we should probably make a right turn and go 3. Yeah, the scale is 3,000 yards with a 12,000 yards visibility. But we're still out of visual range for number 2, but maybe we can get number 1 in our sights. So the Bismarck is now turning, and this one should also turn. So maybe close in an attack. Let's see. So we'll finally get some naval warfare. Nah, now it's running away. Why were you coming right at us? Was this all some sort of trick? Aurora, main gun firing phase. Okay, maybe it just moved itself so we can fire. Oh my. German battleship Bismarck hit number 1, hull belt armor. I think we just got hit by a cannon shot or something. Hit number 2 to the superstructure. And now it's targeting Prince Eugen as well. And there goes our turret. Crown armor. Hull belt armor. We're just taking hits like there's no tomorrow. One of our turrets is gone. How many times can this thing shoot at us, huh? 6 times in a row. Well. That was quite a feisty little ship, whatever it is, the Aurora. So our course is 270 now, so maybe we should execute one more right turn. I don't think I have a shoot command. I think there's just like a cannon firing phase that always follows like our movement phase. But because I can like make a right turn and maybe 3 forwards. Because our primary target should be number 1. So it should remember that we're trying to shoot at this Wait, now I gave the wrong order. I was looking at the wrong ship. So our course is 270 and we're Bismarck, so we don't need to make a turn. Don't make a turn, just go, I don't know, right at it. Full speed ahead, maybe. Okay, let's see what happens now. And Prince Eugen, also your primary target is number 1, the Aurora. And then you're moving, you can make that turn maybe a bit. Like a right turn and 4 forwards. Let's see. Let's see what happens now. Didn't move. The Prince Eugen, that is. Bismarck main gun firing phase. Okay, so now we're shooting at the Aurora. So I'd hope our huge battleship guns can actually do some damage here. Okay, we took out one of their gun mounts. So that's a good thing. And then Prince Eugen. Yeah, you can see number of firings is 4 and number of hits is 0. So we did fire 4 times, but we didn't hit anything, apparently. That's some bad shooting there, Prince. And of course the Aurora gets every hit through. It shot 2 times and it hit 2 times. Oh, our control tower is getting pummeled. That's no good. Secondary gun firing phase. And it has a secondary gun that can like shoot so many times. Like we're supposed to have the best ship out there. Like why are we getting our asses handed to us? And it shot 2 times and hit 3 times. Okay. Maybe a shot went through something. I mean that can theoretically happen. Okay, so now we're Bismarck. Our course is 270. We can just order 4 and go. And Prince Eugen, course 315. Are we going to crash into the Bismarck if we move here? I don't know, maybe we should turn a bit left and then go 5 forward and go. Right. So now maybe we're in a better firing spot. Okay, we got 1 hit on the Aurora. It's just a light cruiser, but we took out one of their gun mounts. Which is a good thing, I guess. Prince Eugen hits 1 time. Secondary superstructure is hit. And the Aurora main gun does not hit us. The secondary gun hits us for 1 time. And it's to the armor. So full speed ahead. And we got 2 hits in. There goes one of their turrets. But you know, I'd think like with these huge battleship guns that you have, you'd be able to take down a light cruiser. But I guess it's not that obvious. Okay, now we get 4 hits in. That sounds good. With our main gun, no less. So both of their guns that are facing our way are out of the action. So one would hope that would mean they can no longer shoot at us. Except that maybe that number 2 there, the first one, might be a gun turret that they can still move around. Maybe. Well, they did manage to fire 2 shots, but none of them hit. And none of their secondary guns hit. Okay, I think we might actually get this guy. Or her, as they refer to ships. But now it's so far away again. Or did the scale change, maybe? Is this a different scale? It's a 1,500 yard scale. I don't know. But we'll just push on then. So yeah, as we get closer to the enemy ship, and we lost the other contact, so it scales it automatically. So kind of smart, kind of smart. Again, this game was made in 1984. It's older than I am, so it's actually pretty decent for like all things considered. Go. Yeah, now we see that our ships are moving faster since the scale is smaller. Maneuver 5 and what was I supposed to hit? N. And you even had like save slots here and maybe a custom battle program and stuff like that, so pretty cool, pretty jam-packed with features. Okay, so now we have Bismarck main gun firing phase and we hit nothing. But Prince Eugen saves the day with 5 hits, even though we fired for 4 times, so very nice, very nice. We hit something, we hit two birds with 1 stone, it would seem. Superstructure, secondary superstructure, gun mount, hull belt, armor, gun armor. Okay, so now all of their turrets are gone, I think. Just on that side, on the opposite side of the ship, there's 2 left. So they should not be able to do anything anymore, I hope. Just keep chasing. And we keep firing and we keep missing. Like, how many shots do we have left? Does it actually say that somewhere in there? Shell data. Rounds left. Well, we have 780 rounds left, so we're not running out anytime soon, but we don't seem to be hitting anything. And the Prince Eugen also fails. Well, that was disappointing. Let's keep at it then. Okay, now we get one hit. But they seem to be holding on still. Like their superstructure has taken 4 hits, it seems, but the hull is still holding on. And we get 1 hit. Like, I guess if we don't hit the hull, the ship just won't sink. Because I think it's like... there's like a randomizer. It can hit the superstructure or the hull. I think we hit the hull earlier, but like... It's just a random number generator. Maybe. But I mean, there should be fires going on, and like most of the crew of the Aurora should be dead by now, I think. What's out of visual range? Are you telling me we're losing it again? Well, Prince Eugen gets 2 hits in as well. And you can see it hits secondary, so it doesn't hit the hull. And again, it hits secondary superstructure. Superstructure is all the stuff that's on top. It's not the hull. But wait, the hull has taken damage. It's like it's 1x now, so it's very close to being destroyed, I think. Okay, so now there's an X there. Okay. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it is so that we need to destroy everything else first, and then just then the hull is destroyed. Who knows? But theoretically, I mean, if this is like a real simulation, you should be able to score a direct hull hit and sink the ship that way, even though the superstructure is like completely intact. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this slow speed chase will come to an end. Go. And the Bismarck just cannot see the Aurora anymore. Luckily Prince Eugen gets one hit in, and it's to the superstructure once again. And there's no hull points there that the Aurora lost, so we'll just have to do this once again. Like it's just one point left. If it just scored like just one good hit, maybe we could be over with this, but yeah, it's out of visual range. Okay, number of hits 4. We get a full täysilaidallinen in. Yes, and there we see, even though it says hit number 1 goes to the superstructure, now the hull is XX. It should be gone now. Let's see. And we sink this thing. Finally. Look at those effects. Aurora blows up. Aurora Borealis. Haha. Sunk. Reinsert main game disk. Okay, now I need to insert some disks again. Turn on disk drive, and here's our damage report. I guess everything is reading green, so that's a good thing, I guess. And our first victory on this journey here. And it's raining, and it's now the 22nd of May, so we've been out for a day here on this mission, and we've been spotted, so maybe, I don't know, maybe the British fleet will be after us now. But maybe this might be a good time to actually save here. Save snapshot image. Maybe. And check out something else. This was a game called Dreadnoughts. And a pleasant surprise, I might say. Like, you could actually get into the feel of naval combat with this. And if I had this as a kid, I'd like spend hours on this, I'm sure, if I'd just figure out the controls, which weren't quite that like obvious, but they were logical once you understand them. Okay. Let's see what the final installation in this broadcast is.